Hello, Joaquin Torres here. Meraki Media Experience, Empirical Enterprises. You can see that tail number. That's right there, and it's also on the nose. Oh, this one doesn't have it on the nose. Anyway, on the nose, excuse me, 2083. Well, the tail number for that aircraft on the litho before I received that copy was 776. And some of you may be watching this that know the significance of 776. So I want to give a shout out, just a Merry Christmas and a Happy Holidays to the family of Major Troy Gilbert. And to everybody. Melakiliki Maka means Merry Christmas in Hawaiian, doesn't it? Okay. I just want to talk about seller financing really quick. You say those two words and people are like, oh, you hear those two words together. Oh, no, I want to sell. I don't want to finance. You're trying to make money, not spend more money, right? Well, a great way to make a lot more money, actually. Turns out this is, a very safe investment, potentially many tax benefits and whatnot. But seller financing, so what is that? I want to sell my house, but the amount I have to get for it that I need for this to work for me, man, I'd have to sink 30, 40 grand into it just to get what I need out of it. So I don't think I feel stuck. I feel trapped. There's not a way out of this. What if you could get the price you wanted, keep all your equity in the property, be free and clear of it, paper trail wise, and get a reasonable down payment, and receive a reasonable payment every month towards this? That's seller financing. If that would work for you, give me a call or shoot me an email. If anybody wants to know anything more about investing in a rental property or investing in your future, in your family's future, basically your whole overall financial future, your financial well-being, as it were. I also want to give a shout out to Signworks in Layton. Look at that. How's that for a business card? Metal. Wow, how do I get one of those, huh? You got to you got to earn the right to buy one of those, to earn the right to have one of those, I guess, something to aspire to. Seller financing, okay. Advantages for the buyers. There's advantages for everyone. Remember, everyone involved has to benefit somehow, right? Or else it just simply doesn't get done. Period. Dot. Advantages for the buyers. Easy qualification. It's not a traditional loan, so you're not going to a bank necessarily per se. Lowers closing costs, bank fees, whatnot. Flexible terms, faster closing. Very ideal for investors. Very ideal for investors. Now, let's talk about the advantages for the sellers, right? Faster sale, again. Closing quickly. What's good for you is good for me, is good for all of us. Now, the down payment, that gets negotiated, and the sale price and whatnot. But like I said before, potential tax benefits, a very safe investment. Ever hear of an AITD? All-inclusive trust deed. Very interesting. Very beneficial. Anyway, just remember, you're left with what you negotiated. So just make sure you guys all talk about it and communicate. Everybody involved, and I don't see how you can go wrong. There's a conclusion where really this works for everybody, and everybody comes out on top, right? Because that's where we're all headed. We're headed up. Where are you going? I don't know, but I'm going up. Yeah, you're left with what you negotiate. But generally speaking, the buyer, you're going to get a lower rate. You'll get, hopefully, you guys come up with something. Upfront costs, say goodbye to those. You're going to get, the purchase price you want. Closing quickly. Anyway, different types, 4 main different types, maybe 5, of different ways of seller financing. So your traditional seller financing, right? Your contract for deed, which is a land contract, you don't see those as much. Your lease option is your rent to own. And then you got a wraparound mortgage, which is probably, the last of the seller's choices that he would want to go with. But if it still worked for him, it still worked for him. If the numbers work, the numbers work, right? You can't argue with science. I mean, you can, but who'd listen? Anyway, Merry Christmas to everybody. Mele Kalikimaka. And God bless.